Hello, I did this video because I couldn't be there with you in class, but I wanted to make sure and get my presentation of my observation in. The place that I did was the Corpus Christi Montessori School. It was a wonderful experience. I had been there before doing some technology. I helped them do their network and that kind of stuff. But what I liked about this time is when I went in, it was for the second grade. I went in and I noticed that none of the classes were exclusive classes with a door. They kind of like connected, you know, through an entryway, as though you had a big entryway into a dining room. But one thing that I thought was so awesome, of course I would, but some of y'all may not, is there was a rabbit roaming around on the ground. It was awesome, man. But who's going to pick up those pellets, the rabbit pellets? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so on the walls was quite a bit of stuff. It was some culture things from Africa, Mexico, India, even Ireland. There was a section in the room where the students would go and do research on these particular areas and other areas. It was great. One of the things about it is the teacher would provide a sheet of paper with tasks on it. The students would choose 35 of those tasks to do throughout the week. Once the student got them finished, the teacher would simply sign off on it. Now, the teacher would, in the beginning, would model the lesson, would explain the lesson, make sure that the student understood what was needed. The students would then, throughout the week, conduct these lessons, go back to the teacher, and demonstrate their knowledge of that particular item. On the base 10, they had it in Spanish, they had it in English, and on the walls, which was really awesome, is they had the number system, and then they also had it right below it in Spanish. They had a lot of the posters that were English on top, Spanish on the bottom, for those ESL students. One other thing that I thought was kind of neat was the music. They would go to another section for music, not in the same rooms, but in another room. And what they would do is they would teach the student the instruments, the piano, but before they would do that, they would demonstrate music from that culture. It was totally awesome. You know, when we do recitals, the public schools do recitals, my son does recitals, it's music, usually English music, like my son did The Lion Sleeps Tonight, La Bamba, that kind of stuff. Some of the La Bamba has some, you know, Spanish in it and stuff, but basically it's the same, you know, that we know. But at the Montessori school, they learn music from all their cultures. They get to do the bongos. They get to do the musical instruments from those cultures, which I think is really great for them to learn and expand. If you haven't experienced, if you want to experience it, I would recommend you going to the Corpus Christi Montessori School. It's located on Costores. It's really nice. They'll let you sit there and observe. The thing is with it, it does academics, but it also does for life skills. I actually saw a student over there doing their setting a table. They took the plate, they set the plate down, they did the silverware and everything. Another one was learning how to fold clothes. My gosh, if my son could do that. But let's not get into that. Okay, so the thing is you know, we would like for our children to learn those skills. I don't know in the second grade if you want them to cook, that kind of stuff. Now, when they served their food, it was totally different too. It wasn't public high school, cafeteria school. It was totally different. It wasn't instant mashed potatoes. It was, yeah, real mashed potatoes. So if you ever get a chance to go, I highly recommend it. Be careful for the rabbit pellets. There's birds there. There's doves. They're not flying around because, you know, you don't want to like that. But it's awesome, okay? I'm sorry I can't be there. My son is actually being inducted into the National Honor Society at the age of 12. Awesome. He published his first book. So I'm really proud of him. He's now a first-degree black belt. Enough bragging about that kid. Anyway, y'all have a good time in class, and I miss y'all. Bye.